Hey y'all, what's going on? I'm back. Drinking some water. I'm dehydrated from my Carnival souvenir cup. If you watched my previous video, you know that I got married. Well, I already had on my engagement ring, but now you can see I got the band on now, so I got married. And I got married in Pensacola, Florida. And then after that, we went on a honeymoon cruise to the Bahamas on Carnival Fascination cruise ship. My bad, I got my computer up over here too. Let me get to where I'm trying to go first. But anyway, I came on because I wanted to talk about the cruise and some things that if you've never been on a cruise, you probably didn't know about. Why am I not signed in? Let's see. Let's just put Keisha out. Because there were some things that I didn't know. And I found out while we were on the cruise. So let's just talk about that. All right, first, the cruise itself was about $600 or something a person, and that was all inclusive. So we paid about $1,400 for the both of us for a 5-day cruise, Bahamas. When it says everything inclusive, that means your food, drinks as far as tap water, and juice such as orange juice in the morning, some kind of like fruit punch in the morning, and then lemonade and coffee, like regular coffee. They may have had some tea, I'm not sure. Room service is included, but your breakfast is only continental, you know, like bagels and stuff like that. And that's included as well. We got room service for breakfast, but we didn't get it for lunch because we were always out and about on the ship, or dinner because we were always out and about. But that is complimentary too, and you can get hot meals for lunch and for dinner. The main food area that's on the, not the upper deck, but the one right before the upper deck is open 24 hours a day. Every day they serve hot dogs, hamburgers, French fries, chicken sandwiches, nachos, and cakes and stuff like that. They also have, and then like on the other side at night, they'll have like a different dinner, maybe like a pot roast or something like that. Then the deli bar will be open and the pizza bar will be open. So that's like every day. So whenever you get hungry, you have something to eat, which is very dangerous because I was eating way too much. I mean, when I just feel or think that I'm hungry, I was like, let's go get something to eat. Let's go get something to eat. And that'll throw your whole game off for sure. So you gotta be really careful. I know when you go on a cruise, you're on vacation, it's hard to eat right. You don't have all your food, your grilled chicken and all the vegetables that you eat and everything like that. But if you wanted to eat clean on the ship, you could. I know it's hard, but it's possible because they have the yogurt, they have the fruit, they have the bananas. Like I said, they have grilled chicken. They have a banging salad bar. And they have that every day. So it's possible. I didn't. Epic fail, but it is what it is. All right, number 2, read everything before you touch. Because when we walked into our room, if you looked at my previous video, if you go to grab one of them waters and drink it, please believe that the day you are leaving, the guys that are doing all the cleaning, they will come into your room and count how many sodas are still there and how much water is still there so that they can charge you for it. The water for the, the 1.5 liter was like $4. And then the little 12-ounce can of Coke was $2. And the little 16-ounce waters, I think they were $2. Ridiculous. Like, I mean, it's a cruise ship. It's going to be priced higher. But you can bring your own case of water. When we read on the website, they said that you couldn't bring it. But you actually, we could have been reading at the wrong spot or just, looking at some other people that went on cruises and what they said. I don't know. I didn't look at it. I said we, but my husband actually looked at it. But when we got there, people were bringing their own 24-pack cases of water. They were bringing snacks and things like that. You can bring it as long as it's not open when you go through customs. So I advise, next time we go on a cruise, we're going to do that. And I advise you to do that too. So you can always have water on deck and your own snacks for your cabin. Number 3. Oh, and let me go back to that, the drinks things. If you are a soda drinker, you can go to the guest services and buy this little package. I forgot how much it is. It's like a couple of bucks a day, maybe $15 a day. I don't know. And they give you a different kind of card so that you can just go to the bar and get yourself a Coke, and it's unlimited. It's unlimited. Because when you're on a cruise ship, you don't have a credit card. You have like their version of a credit card that's linked to your credit card. It's called a sail and sign card. So they'll put a little sticker or something on it, and you can give it to your kids. If you bring your kids, they can have their own card, so they can be roaming the ship and going to the bar and getting them some sodas or whatever the case may be. And if you do have kids, it's not a big deal for them to roam the ship. I mean, where they gonna go? Kids was all over the place. They was having a good time. They were always in a group, at least 3 or 4 kids, you know, like middle school and high school age, and just give them, and then they had, some of them kids, I think I overheard somebody say they had their own account, so it was like, okay, you have $50 today, and you have $50 today, and it's linked to their card, so they could just, you know, swipe, and once their money run out, it just run out, I think, until you reload it. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I do know that for sure they can get their own card. Number 3. There is a $60 gratuity charge per person that is charged to your account on the 3rd day. Now, I don't know about kids, but I know that if you're an adult, expect on the 3rd day, each one of y'all will be charged $60 gratuity for the staff. Now, I heard that you can take that off if you don't want to do that, but I just left it on because the staff is actually excellent. Your cabin stewards, they're so courteous. You need anything, it's like scary. It's like as soon as you step out your door, it's like, can we help you? Can we help you? It's like, you know, like Children of the Corn type stuff. Anything you need. I mean, they're very helpful. When you go and you sit in like the little lounge areas that they have, you know, like a waiter comes up to you immediately. They offer you things, you know, customer service is on point. Number 4, I would not try to plan what I'm going to do on the cruise until I get there the first day, because we were trying to do that, and originally our cruise ship was supposed to go to Key West, but as it got closer to the date, we found out that we weren't going to Key West. Now, I don't know if that happens often or whatever, because this was Carnival Fascination, and it was supposed to be Key West, Bahamas, and then Little Stirrup Cay, but it wound up being Bahamas and Little Stirrup Cay. So I would say wait till it gets closer to the date and then plan your trip. Now, how can you plan your trip? Well, you can go snorkeling. Excuse me. You can go snorkeling, parasailing, swimming with the dolphins. You know, all that kind of water stuff. You can go on tours, but it is expensive. Like when you go to the Bahamas and you want to go snorkeling, it's like $80 a person. Parasailing is like $200 a person. Swim with the dolphins, I want to say it was $250 a person. It was crazy. Like, I don't know. I never swam with the dolphins or anything like that, so I don't know if that's like a normal price, but I would guess not, because, you know, prices are inflated when you do cruises and stuff like that. We did not go snorkeling in the Bahamas. We went snorkeling in Little Stirrup Cay, which is an island that is owned by Carnival. So actually, we got there and it was only $40 a person. And we went snorkeling. And it was inland snorkeling, but there was a section where you could go off. If you see my other video, you could go off into the deep water over by these rocks where it turned into open ocean. But we just didn't make it that far. I mean, it's already kind of scary because it was supposed to go from 15 feet. And then when you go to the open water, the first drop is 35 feet. So, and it's some other kind of fishes and stuff out there. But we didn't do all that. But like I said, plan your first day, because they tell you what you, like if you go on a website, you can see everything you can do. But when you get to the cruise, they give you an itinerary for each day. So it's like at this time, this happens this time. So it's easier to plan once you have your itinerary. I mean, you can get a general idea and have some things in mind before you get there, but just wait till you get there. Because the first day, you're just going to be walking around the ship, trying to figure out where everything is. You're going to be just, you know, all over the place. So just plan on the first day. All right, when you go to an island, bring some cash money for souvenirs. We spent $200 on souvenirs in the Bahamas. Was that all souvenirs? Yeah, because we bought clothes. I bought some stuff for my family. So about $100 a piece if you had to break it down. They do take your credit card, but which is good because you can keep track of what you know purchase or whatever. But I would just say have cash because some of the places there only take cash. So when you see the little guy got his little hut set up selling that jerk chicken and you really want something, you're gonna need some cash. And I couldn't get anything like that because I didn't bring any cash. So yeah. Next, this is like number 6. Customs. You gotta go through customs. And the one thing that customs is concerned about is alcohol and tobacco. Are you bringing alcohol and tobacco back into the United States? Other than that, souvenirs and stuff like that, they really don't care about. You can just stick them in your luggage and that's it. But there is a customs form that you have to fill out. You have to claim what you bought. And then when you're going through customers, they want that slip. But they didn't like go through your bags or anything. It wasn't even no scanners or anything. You just kind of gave them the slip and then they asked you if you had any of that stuff and then you walk through because you can buy that stuff on the ship at a completely discounted price. Like it would blow your mind how cheap that stuff is on the ship. So, but if you buy it on the ship, you can't pick it up until it's time to go. It's not like you can go to their you know alcohol and tobacco store and they stock up. No, you can't buy that stuff until you can buy it, but you can't take it with you until you get ready to leave. As far as what you need to wear, bathing suit. Bring you a couple of bathing suits because you're probably going to be in a bathing suit every day for like most of the day. And then you also want to bring you about, you know, your regular outfits for the day. And then a couple of formal outfits, like one, like not formal, but one has to be very formal because you're going to go to a dinner. And at that dinner, that one dinner that you're going to go to is going to be formal. I'm talking about suit, tie, gowns, everything. They have one formal dinner. So you're going to need one of those. And then you're just going to need nice outfits, you know, like sundresses and sandals, or even if you want to do, you know, little dresses with heels or whatever, but you get dressed up to go to dinner because every night at 8:15 they have a sit-down dinner. White tablecloths, servers, and the food is not bobo either. Like I had steak, I had lobster, you know, like pastas, different pastas. I mean, the dinner is upscale. And the steak that I had it on one night. It was cooked to perfection. My husband wasn't that lucky, but the food is good. And it is a 3-course meal, so you get an appetizer. And they have like crab cakes for appetizers, all kind of strawberry soup. I don't even know. I had never heard of that. I don't even know. Have you heard of it? Strawberry soup, frog legs. You know, it was really, frog legs taste like chicken, by the way. They're very good and very flavorful. Anyway, and then you had your main course, and then you had a dessert every night. So, yeah, that's definitely popping. Back to that thing on gratuity while we're talking about dinner. Even though they charge you $60 a person on the 3rd day for gratuity, if you want to have, like, you know, you having some steak or something like that with a nice salad, or you having a pasta or whatever, you want like a nice glass of wine to go with it, they're going to charge you gratuity on that automatically. And you don't, and it's really just on alcohol. Like, you don't have to pay that gratuity, but they put it on anyway. So this is how you get your receipt. You get your receipt and it says, this is your total, blah, blah, blah. With gratuity, say the gratuity was $2.50 and your total is, and you can just sign for that. But it says that this is the gratuity unless otherwise stated. So in other words, or something like that. In other words, if you don't want to give them gratuity, you can tell them to take it off the receipt. But that puts you in a rock and a hard place because, I mean, they bring you the receipt and it's like, oh, okay, I don't want to give you a tip, so take that receipt back and take off that $2. So you really just wind up paying the gratuity anyway. So you got the but I think the $60 is more for the cabin stewards, and they are great because they come in your room as soon as you leave. And you put either cruising or snoozing on your door. If it's snoozing, they're not going to come in there. But if you're cruising, that means you're out and about. They come in your room. If you want new towels, you put all the towels, the dirty towels on the floor. They replace all your towels. They come in, they straighten up, they make your bed. And then they do these little towel animals thing. And I had got a book. Hold on, let me show you this book. Oh. I had to get a book. Carnival Towel Creations. This is a whole book of how to fold these towels into animals. Like this one. You got the bulldog. Let me see what else we got up in here. I mean, they really go. This is a donkey. This is a gorilla. A kitty. So you basically got this whole, but this is so cute. I said, if anybody ever comes to stay with me, I'm going to be the most hospitable person. And every time they leave my house, when they come back, their bed is going to be made, if they didn't already make it, because they should have already made it before they leave. But they're going to have a towel animal, because this is so cute. So I went ahead and bought the book as a souvenir. I already know how to make an elephant, though, because I took a, they had a towel folding class that you could take for free, inclusive, like a workshop, and it taught you how to fold all these towel animals. And they had a whole bunch of cute stuff like that. I mean, that, live music, comedy shows, magic shows, theater, dance shows, parties on deck. Not parties on deck, deck parties. Parties on deck, parties on deck. All right, so they had deck parties. I mean, everything. It's like from sun out to sundown, it's a million things to do. Like, I never took so many daytime naps in a row in my life. Like, it's crazy. So, and the last thing, this is about home. Have your mail forwarded or have somebody pick up your mail, because we failed to do that. And luckily, I had some friends that were coming down to my wedding. I had forgot my makeup case. So, and we had the spare key. So, I had my friend go in there and get my makeup case, and while they did that, they took the mail in with them. Thank goodness, because that mailbox would have been overflowing, and we had got 2 packages too, so they were just sitting outside. So have your mail forwarded, have somebody pick up your mail. I didn't think about that, but anyway, I recommend, this is not like, they didn't tell me to do this. Carnival didn't tell me to do a review, anything, but I recommend Carnival and their cruises, because I just felt like I was pampered and everything. I mean, the crew is great. It's a million things to do. You're never bored. And literally, you can go on that trip and say something happened and you didn't have any spending money. It doesn't matter, because you can go on that trip and you can have a ball on that cruise ship with no money. No money. Because everything is inclusive. Now, you won't be able to, you know, get turned up. Or if that's what you want, you know, what you want to do, party hard, but, you know, party. But you can still go to the clubs. There's a club on the ship. You can go to all the shows. You don't have to worry about food. It's just plenty of entertainment. You know, when you get to the Bahamas, you can still go out and walk around the city like we did. You can go to the beach. I mean, it's plenty of stuff to do. So, anyway, we had a ball. And we plan on doing it again. So, yeah. Peace.